welcome back everyone. Today we'll be revisiting Ghost of Tsushima. I think I've got things more or less figured out. There should be fewer bugs today, but it's always a learning process. Apologies if I mute when I cough. The weather's getting to me today. Kind of happens as you get older. But I thought since last time we did a lot of just wandering and exploring, today we might return to some of the narrative and the depth of the game. Some of the stories and the tales that just make it such a rich experience. So let's go ahead and pull up Ghost of Tsushima, and we will dive right into that.
知りたいなら教えるよ。私は聞いてから眠れなくなったけど。教えて。猛虎は村の女をさらって国に送ってるらしい。
If you're joining me for the first time, by the way, I'm looking over to the side. That's me checking chat. So, hey, thank you. I appreciate you being here. I try to run a very mellow stream, low-key, something that you can enjoy in the background, or just listen to as you go to sleep, whatever you want to do. I want to make sure that I have chat up where it's visible in case someone wants to do so. Yep, chat's enabled. Okay. And here we are. We did a little bit of cosmetic upgrades. Well, I won't say upgrades. I love purple. Purple's my favorite color. But for daughtering kit reasons, I switched over to kind of my branded green and gray. So maybe this is how we'll roll for a while. Who knows? I might change my mind. That's the beautiful thing about this game. You can change your mind. Kind of standing not quite in the right place for that chest. There we go. 2 steel. That is very, very helpful. Anytime I can get steel or iron, I'm extremely happy. You would too. Also very high quality materials for upgrades. There's usually only ghost equipment underneath those buildings, so I'm not going to dirty my kimono by investigating, but we'll just kind of check around. I think at this point, since we liberated this village last time, it's a farmstead. The locals have just re-inhabited it, and they're trying to rebuild, they're trying to clean up, they're trying to return to their lives, find a new normal in a chaotic world. And we've all been through things like that recently, where the world changed a lot, and some things aren't back the way they used to be, and again, I just keep returning to this game because it gives me good life lessons. The atmosphere, the stories, the struggles, I enjoy it all. But as promised, let us have a look at our journal. I don't necessarily want to complete major questline stuff yet. There are so many other good tales out there. So I thought I'd start with this one. It's a good story, and yeah, further to the south. So we'll have some writing to do. We'll go ahead and fast travel to cut some of that off. But it's not for one of the main canonical characters, and that's why I wanted to start with this. This is us interacting just with someone in the wild. We'll learn about their life and what they're going through. Sorry. I sometimes compulsively take a moment to stop and recognize what's going on around in the world. Beautiful birds flying off, and look at that crimson. I know it's a PS4, PS5 exclusive, but if you at all have an opportunity to play this game, like every single time I stream, I pitch it because it's just so good. Now, the reason I'm stopping is I see some people menacing some innocent locals, and I don't really like that very much. So, what can we do about it? In this case, we'll challenge them. This could go horribly wrong. If it really does. Oh, just like that. So that's a death, but we can spend resolve to get back up. And he's heavy. So, it's hard to interrupt his attacks unless you're doing a kick. One man scared. Hopefully he'll run. Tilt the tail. Yeah. That's something that's increasingly going to happen as we play the game. The legend of the ghost has spread. A samurai who fights like a monster. A ghost of Tsushima, and then a avenging spirit. So sometimes when you do things in combat, enemy will become frightened, and they may just hesitate. They may even run away. Right. And the way I look at it is, if they run away, they can continue to spread the tail, and fewer lives are taken, which is a win for me. Ordinarily, I feel bad taking compensation, but in this case, oh, my dry cleaning bill. Oh. But I was trying to be. That's not okay at all. No. But we'll call for our trusty horse, Sora. And we'll follow the winds to this tale of a wealthy man. That's indicating wild boar next to me. I'll slide in, Mongol territory. Probably not the tail, but it's on the way, and you know how I feel about Mongols occupying stuff like this. Instead of a standoff, I think what we'll do this time is be a little bit sneaky. I don't know if anyone's going to come looking for him. That was kind of an unfortunate place. I typically prefer mouse and keyboard as a control set, but kind of not really an option when playing PS4. Is that a foe up top? There may be others in there, so if I take the guy in the window, then his friends may notice. That guy who is investigating whatever was there was vulnerable though. He does have a dog nearby. I hate when they involve dogs. Why do you got to get the animals involved? Come on. Just let them be. That's, I think, got the attention of the person in the window, so they were investigating. They found him. They found him, but they didn't find me, I don't believe. Oh, they found the archer. Another thing I like about this is I believe it's a setting, but I have either I have it set or I enjoy the fact that the HUD is minimal. I don't see my equipment, I don't see my ghost meter, so I don't really remember if I have a ghost attack set up. I defeat enemies with headshots. Okay, it's a good thing we were doing that already. Yep, that's 3 with headshots. Let's see if we can make it. I don't think we can. Let's see if we can make it to the grass. Oh, this is gonna be bad. We have a ghost charge. We do not. Alright, they're all arrows. Where's the dog? I hate fighting dogs. I hate when they make me do that. We've got a heavy, and I think the boss counts as a swordsman, to be honest. Ooh, that hurt. Come on. Oh, into the water. Vulnerable to creatures. That's very bad. And kunai. Oh, and very hard to time and interrupt those. At least I find it so. No, I believe he counts as a swordsman even though he's huge. And you'll notice the ghost meter resets anytime I get hit. At some point there's a talisman you can acquire that solves that problem, where you only lose 1 tick instead of the whole meter. I don't remember what you have to do to get that, but I'm looking forward to it. Because as you see, I'm not a perfect player. I'm not elite gamer, I play for fun. And I hope you're having fun too. Oh, anyone home? Oh, iron, that's very nice. Hey. Investigating out front. Nothing going on out there. This kind of sounds like a big boss guy practicing kata out front, and some additional dogs. No. Don't tell your friends. Trying to do this nice and quiet like. I think that's the fellow who's watching us from the window. There is a chest. Honestly, sometimes the way I play this, it reminds me a lot of Splinter Cell. But obviously in a very different place in time. And I love it. You can do the standoffs, you can do the challenges, you can play the very much honorable samurai role. But then it gives you all these interesting tools. And I thought about this after last stream. I thought it might be worth just kind of talking about. As you get more and more into the game, you unlock more and more slightly ridiculous things in terms of ghost abilities and ghost resources. And I kind of like to think what's happening is we're living the tale, and it starts off very real, but it very much becomes something else later on, right? So as we progress, we're living the tale, but we're also seeing it through like almost an unreliable narrator's perspective, where we're seeing the ghost. So can he move like lightning in reality? Very, very improbable. But that's what the tale that people will tell about him. I'm sorry, buddy. So sorry. So I know that I can't just block those. Yep, that's what I'm trying to block it. You catch fire anyway. But that wore off, so let's break his stance. Oh, and he's scared. No, we're done with the spearman. And you're on a bridge with just me now, so yeah, your movement's quite limited. Took a lot of hits, relied a lot on resolve, but I'm okay with that. It feels like an epic fight, and that's kind of what the game is designed to do, to make you feel like an epic swordsman. If you really want it hard, and I've done this sometimes in my previous streams, you can ramp up the difficulty. But for now, I thought let's just, where I'm multi-streaming, I'm introducing my, my kick friends to the game. Let's just go ahead and play it. Oh, don't make me kill the... Can I... Tell me it's clear. It's clear. Cool. I don't want to hurt any more dogs than I have to. Please. But yes, you can make this not a Souls-like. I think I'm fairly infamously not a fan of that genre at this point. But if you like it, you know, do what you like. But you can really put this game on lethal and don't use any ghost stuff, and you see how well you do. It's going to be a challenge. It will definitely get that grindy challenge if that's what you look for in a game. Some more iron. We don't need any more arrows. Even more iron. Always pays to look around. And I know there's a dog over there that I don't want to disturb, but I also kind of want to loot. So we'll see what we can get away with here. Sometimes there's iron near a forge, or steel. Oh, hey buddy. No, you're good, you're good. You just keep doing your thing. Okay, so we have liberated this place. We got the bonus. I could have sworn I saw something I could pick up. Let's ask Sora for a ride and continue our journey to the wealthy man's tale. We just passed under a torii gate, which is typically found at or near Shinko's shrine. Kind of indicate what's going on. Looks like we've got some wandering about in the woods. Unfortunately, they are not fighting with us. They have sided with the Mongol. They're possibly part of Ryujin's Straw Hats. For some reason, interesting. I don't. just smooth horse mounting and riding system could really nail this. Looking at you, Elden Ring. Even at this overcast, rainy, marshy space, it's just such a lovely atmosphere. I feel like this is important. Anybody home? Perhaps not. Perhaps this is a location we've already cleared. I do see a lamppost. Ah, little birdie friend. What are you here to tell me about? Also a cave. Don't remember a cave. I'm not sure. It just seems to pass through. There's definitely something important here. Looks like burial site, many markers, statues of the Buddha. And I know I'm wandering way off path, but the bird was trying to tell me something, and this is a very interesting space. Where are you taking me, little bird?
Yeah.
I'm sure I've been here before and played this before, but I don't recall. Ah, yes, it's a way to a hidden village. Umugi Cove. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. How about we switch over to our traveler's attire, which has a talisman on it that just lets us heal out of combat. It also, yeah, that's fine. Also gets us better information about discoverables and removes more fog of war as we travel. I also just love the look. Sometimes I'll just stay in this.
止まれ浪人。何用で参った。
浪人ではない。酒井仁と申す。
侍ならば御前に会われよ。麦谷の佐藤さだ。さあ、こちらへ。参りましょう。まず、御前にご挨拶。
We'll eventually go back and visit our little lightning bug friend to see what he was telling us. But for now, how can I turn down such a request?
このお方が、麦御前です。
麦谷へようこそ。
猛虎に知られておらぬようですな。
ありがたいことにね。ここでは争いなんて幾とせもご無沙汰。太刀を抜けばうちの者が黙っちゃいないよ。その掟を守りゃ、わけもなく切られることはないけどね。さてそれじゃあ、ご用を伺おうじゃないか。
仲立ちの五郎を探しておる。
なるほどね。今頃下で酒をしこたま飲んでるはずだよ。仲良くしてやりな。
礼を言う。
また会いたいもんだね。あんたとは助け合えそうだ。
Almost feels like a Jabba the Hutt and Han Solo negotiation kind of thing. Message and Fire, 6 Blades of Kojiro, I think is what we are just discovered. Which is worth, like, we may not follow this all today, but it is worth discussing. I saw a little firefly guy. Oh, and it could just be the open prompt, but I could have sworn, like, can I not pick this up? What is this? Ah, it's just Lennon. We can let Lennon and be. Anyway, that fellow was supposedly downstairs, so let us head to lower levels.
術を新しくいたしませんか？
I don't have resources because I don't kill animals if I can avoid it. You appear to be drinking sake. Two big tails here.
堺様、こちらへお伝えしたいことが。
どうした？
あなたに語りを聞かさねば修羅に殺されてしまいます。
何を言っておる？修羅などおらぬぞ。
おるのです。その名は小次郎、不死身の男です。
侍は大勢死んだけど。
今は
Love these
昔、
scenes.
小次郎なる浪人のありけり、痛く凶悪なるさがなれば、弟どもこれをあやめんとす。あけぼのより夕べまであまたの浪人小次郎と争えどもことごとく破れぬ。命からがらその場から逃れし者は小次郎を恐れて再び挑まざる。柱はこれを気に入りて鎧に息を吹きかける。巣はたちまちに剣振るってやむことなし。人の見ながら小次郎は剣の鬼へとなり発る。末笠衆が内通し猛虎が手下となりたるに他の小次郎を迎え入れ一味となせり。
Man becomes
5
legend.
人の精鋭加わりて共に狙うはただ一人クロード
Now that
な
got
り。
personal. That went from legend
その小次郎に
to
狙わ
a
れてお
very
る。
specific
気を
threat.
つけておこう。
それには及びません。あやつが望んでおりますのは一騎打ちですが、お力を示すため手先である5人の菅笠衆をお討ちください。
5人を撃てと。居所は？
豊玉のあちこちにおります。居所は
And
おの
yes,
ず
by the
と
call,
わか
we
る
are
と
spread
か。
out all
こと
over
づ
the
て
map.
聞き
So
届
this
け
will
た
be。something that we kind of
挑戦を
encounter
受けよう。
小次郎を打ち破れる
in
の
our
はあなた
travels,
のみ。
like one at a time, or maybe
気をつけ
we'll
て。
choose to make a day of it. Let me know what you think. It's an interesting tale. Very much a step away from the ghost stuff and back towards the honorable one-on-one duels with different swordsmen for the privilege of dueling their master. And I do believe they gave us the 5 locations. But this gentleman, I'm curious if this is related to... No, that's far away. Well, not that far away. But let's find out what this gentleman has to say.
お主が五郎か？
だったらどうだったんだい？そういうあんた？
酒井と申す。
なに？侍はみんな死んだろ
生きているか確かめるか。だがその前に聞くんだ。志村殿から借りを返せとことづかった。
志村様が何をしろって？
本土まで下踏を届けろ。
that's
そ
right.
いつは高くつきますよ。まして猛虎が海を封じてるんだ。
needs a
借
message
りがあるのだろう。
sent to the shogun
これ
to
で返せ。
request more troops to repel the invasion. And someone of ill
桃田浜の
repute who
戦
knows
で
how to get around
志村様と一
blockades.
緒に借りも消えたと思ったんだ。
Pretty helpful
だ
in
から
that.
飲んでたんだよ。
祝い酒ということか？
弔い酒だ。俺らなんかを守るために大勢が死んだんだからな。だろ？
島の民すべてを守ると誓った。お主もその一人だ。
俺みたいな役立たずを守って死んじまうとはね。
お主が誠の役立たずなら志村殿は頼みにせん。
Something useful nearby. That little
俺んちは
firefly's
ここだ。
telling me.
入りな。もうこの囲みはやすやすと抜けられねえだろうな。文はあんたが持ってるのか？
ご当人だ。赤島の海岸にいらっしゃる。
なんとかしてみるか。 水戸岳砦の近くに船を隠してある。この地図に目印を書いた。そこで落ち合おう。
Okay. How to find his boat?
開けろ。今日こそは金を返すまでこっから動かねえぞ。
まずい。
俺が出て
He
やる
may have the
お主は行
gambling
け
debts.
おお、そりゃ助かる。では赤島で酒井様。
ゴロ、いつまで隠れる気だ。
対馬は俺たちのものだ。
中にいるんだろ。
No need to be uncivilized.
浪人が何用だ。
これはあなぜ五郎の家なんかに。
なんだと。
いや出直します。
A little bit ominous. But yes, let's begin by following our little buggy friend, because he's trying to take us somewhere. I feel like it's somewhere either in here or up. So if we don't find... Oh, there it is. Some records, a special item. I heard a birdie, but we may not follow him. I'm just gonna check something real quick. I heard a little ding. Hopefully that wasn't my microphone disconnecting. Can we still see? Yeah, alright. I think we're still good. Oh, another buggy friend. Where are we going this time? Does seem to be up. And the bird is this way as well. Definitely stronger resonance. I think it's in... Wait. I thought I saw a banner. I think it's inside this building, actually. Yep, we have another set of records. Very helpful. There's a... I'm glad we ended up here. There's so much activity quest-wise. And I do hear that bird. Let me see if we can find our way to what the bird wants to show us. Someone's talking about me. Where are you, friend? I hear you. But I'm not sure where you're at. Sounded more to the left. There you are. And I think we're going this way. This just felt oddly in a corner. Maybe up is not the way for what the bird wants of us. But these stone steps look old. The way in looks old. Yes, I hear you. Do I go back up as I came in, or is it something higher? Definitely feels to the left. And, you know, mechanically I could pull up the map and kind of have a look at that. But I feel like that's spoiling the fun of the puzzle. Come on now. There we go. Some of the fun of the game are these little, not very important, just kind of side questy things. Maybe I'll find a hat, it'll be cosmetic, maybe it won't be that important. Maybe it will. But I like trying to solve them before giving up. Where are we going, friend? I feel like he wants me to be on the other side of this. Yeah, where are you headed? You're headed further into town? Whoa. Don't mind me, folks. I'm just normally walking on rooftops like any average person. Just average people not minding me busting into their home. Okay. Is it here? We're getting closer. Definitely closer. I don't think I saw this before. Is there a way up from here? I don't think there is. But I think that's where it wants us to be. This may be a way down. Oh wow, we were able to make that jump. I'm impressed. So what do you have in store for us, friend? I see what looks like some yew wood. Yep. We're full up on bamboo. And it's a hot spring. So I don't flag my content as for minors, because it's not. But content warning, there's a brief nudity as he enters and exits the hot spring, so I'll let you know. So if you're not into that, look away. I'll let you know when it's safe. Weirdly, there's not a way to turn that off in the game that I know of. And now, as we sit in the hot spring, we can reflect on next spring or clearing the mind. And I think he has a lot on his mind.
今は湯を楽しもう。考えてもせんなきことばかりだ。
And as he exits a hot spring, more content warnings, so you might look away, and I'll let you know. And we're back fully dressed. There's a lot to be said about the movie Last Samurai. I don't want to go too heavy into praising or critiquing. There's a lot that I like, there's a lot that I question. But I do enjoy the expression too many mind. So often I catch myself thinking about too many things, and learning to step back and just be in the moment is very important. I know that's catchphrasy. I know mindfulness is becoming a cliche, but honestly, if you can get into a flow state, you can kind of solve a lot of problems. So letting thoughts come and go and letting your mind be empty if it is empty, not chasing the emptiness itself. Yeah. What's this about? A survivor camp, huh? How about we dress up a little bit? Make ourselves a little more formal. And see what's happening here.
お侍、あなたからも言ってやってくれ。
A local headman
何をか
is
申してみよ
trying to solve something with a sword. A wealthy man has all he needs. This is the tale we were after. And just like this game always does, it beautifully wound us here through some other narrative and
失礼を。私はサブロー、海では名の通った秋うどでして。
名があるからなんだというのだ。なぜ皆を脅していた？
身内の行方が分からず、あやつらに話を聞こうとしただけです。何か知ってるに違いない。
家族はここで何を？
皆で島を出るためここで落ち合い、壱岐へ渡る手はずでした。
海へ出る？ 猛虎が陣取っておるぞ。
そのために仲立ちに大枚をはたいた。気に食わん連中ですが、すでに多くの者に手を貸したそうです。息子の丈太郎は泣き止まず、妻の秋は怯え、私が何とかしなければと。
しかし二人は消えた。仲立ちと共に。
あやつらは何か隠してるんだ。
俺が話を聞いてみよう。
Something feels
口出し
very wrong
するで
about
ないぞ。
this.
承知しました。ただし加減はなさらぬよ
Man was trying to protect his family, but money can't buy everything. And money doesn't make you the head man. Money doesn't make you important. We're all in this together.
おのおのこちらへ。聞きたいことがある。こやつの身内が先日まで野営におったらしい。
See
見
if
た者
anyone
は
knows anything about it.
おらぬか。ならば島から出すと持ちかける仲立ちを知っておる者は。
見た覚えがあります。女と玩具を持った幼子でした。
どこへ行った。
それは存じませんね。
そういったものは見ておりません。
一人ずつ話を聞こ
Alright, how about the others?
覚えがあるかも。一人遊びをする幼子がいました。
Sounds believable.
家族なんて見てません。
Your posture implies you're withholding something. How about you?
昨日着いたばかりなので何も。
See if anyone can corroborate
逃げおっ
that.
たぞ。捕らえろ。
That.
う。おい待て。
俺は何も知らん。追わないでください。
I don't want to shoot him.
な
I
ぜ逃げる。
really don't.
止まれ。
俺じゃない。
But that was required for the quest.
訳を聞こうか。
仲立ちが来て、あの男の妻子を連れて行きました。後を追ったら見つかってしまい、誰かに話せば殺すと脅されて。
案ずるな。俺が守ってやる。
And we're kneeling with
二
him
人
in
はどこへ
water.
運ばれた。
I'm sure this animation was destined to happen wherever you stopped,
西の
but I like this
海
gesture
岸にあ
of
る物見
he
櫓
humbled
へ。
himself, and
そ
so
こ
the
に船があ
samurai
るので
is
しょう。
ruining his clothing to humble himself for the sake of the truth. That's no good. That's no good at all. So we need to find our way to Umugi Beach. I am trying.
ジン、こっちだ。ほい。
I'm so sorry, but I have other things to do right now. I love that it's rich, but not forced, right? Like there's so much I can do, but I can choose. And this is kind of the tale that I promised to set us out with, and we even got sidetracked. I guarantee you I'll always get sidetracked. Guys? What are you doing so close to a friendly encampment?
向こうに何かいるようだ。
Lots of ruffians in this space, it seems. Yep. Very clean noto.
少し疲れたか。
Umugi Beach, this way. And I know, little birdie friend, but we're on the tail of lost family. Right now, that's kind of taking priority.
三郎の妻子はどこにおる？
Investigate the Ronin hideout. Oh, you mean those Ronin? We'll use the cheat again. You can hide behind your horse. It's a little bit funny. But what's over here? Just supplies. No evidence in the family. Who is this? That's the rower, presumably. Why would they kill someone who could get families off the island? Now I have many questions. That will probably be seen, but I don't mind. You will investigate. You know what? There's a horse there. I don't want to use an explosive arrow when there's a horse nearby. Retreating already? Are we? Okay. See if we can sneak our way in. Alright. Since you're so keen. Are you interested? Could I entice you with... Perhaps we will go one step at a time. Shush, shush, shush. I think that would be a very swift and hopefully relatively painless experience. My goodness. He definitely saw me. But the buffs that we have from the talismans and the attire make him not pursue. So... No. No alarm from you. It's a terrible shame that the Ronin are not rallying behind the cause. It would be an excellent opportunity to prove themselves and perhaps be adopted into a new samurai clan or taken in as a retainer. Okay. No assassination offer on this one? Still on the ground. So now we have Ghost Mode enabled, which one hit can undo. They do seem to be watchful, keeping an eye on the place. I'm curious about the central hut. He is dutifully investigating, on patrol. And I definitely alerted. Oh, I didn't even see you. should be all of them. Looks empty here. There's no sign of his family yet. Curious indeed. Wait a minute, get what over with?
船を出すのは無理だってよ。何をする。金
No,
なら払う。
no, 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 no.
助けてくれ。
We are not letting him hurt these people. Is that it? Anyone else? Oh, I love that note though.
待たせてしまったな。
I think in the past play, I've observed that and let the dialogue play out, and they slaughter them, and I just do not like that. I
無事でよ
will
かっ
go
た。
and replay something
ど
to
ういう
see
こと
that
です
people survive.
船があると
It's
いう
just
話だったの
personality
に。
work.
連中はお主らを殺し、金を奪う算段であったのだ。女や子供は一緒におったか。
いや、我々だけです。
さようか。
So
サ
we
ブローの
know
家族はまだ近くにおる。
they were lying. They had no intention of anyone leaving the island. They were taking money and running. Worse, they were taking the money and then killing the would-be passengers. It's a broken boat. Some more supplies. Another broken boat. It's a ribbon. So many bodies. Wow. Wow. That's quite a sight. What about the family?
女と子供、
Oh
死んで間もな
no.
い。これは三郎の息子のものであろう。
Oh no.
知らせてやらねば。かような最後があろうか。
I'm grateful the game developers decided to cover the child with the cloth. That would be hard to see. There's enough that's hard in this game to see. It's a constant reminder that conflict, war, and strife have consequences and pain, and war is never clean, and romanticizing it is never honest. So, I feel it can even be, to each their own. Work with, if you're working with something, work through it with someone, and talk to your professional, your care provider. But if you've seen some things out there in the world, playing this game may help you process it. It's far enough removed from the modern world that you can relate on an emotional level without reliving your own experiences. If that makes any sense. The circumstances can be similar, but the actual events can be different enough that they are less painful to watch and experience. And if there's anything this game does well, it's tell things poetically. So even the hard things are just bittersweet and beautiful inside. I think he was on the other side of this ridge. Outside of the village, if I recall. So I think that takes us back to the Cove. This looks more like where we found his folks. I say that and then am completely wrong. That's the entrance to Mugen. Wait a minute, it does seem to be directing me that way. Oh, and that must be Yuna.
Jin, こっちだ。来い。
Perhaps later, but for now, we have, oh, it's still another way, further to the right. We have some news to deliver, and it's not good news. Yeah.
さあどうぞ抜けていってくださいよ。
He seems to have
おか
ostracized
えりね。
himself
そ
from
れ
the
で
camp.
私の家族を。
これを見つけた。
長太郎の。どういうことだ。
仲立ちがたばかりおった。船などなかったのだ。
なぜ私は海に一の秋うどたばかるなど。
無念だ。家族は手遅れであった。だが敵は撃っておいたぞ。
誰も救いもせずに。お主それでも侍か。己が役立たずがなんと昔かと許さんと。
三郎、恨んでも仕方ない。残りの金を用いて島の民を助けてやるのだ。その前に二人を埋めてやれ。
Yeah. A hard reality. No amount of wealth can shield you from what life brings. Which, as much as this man was frustrating, and I like that others have come to give him company, we've earned the Charm of Fortunate Return, a utility charm. I would say if you see someone who's wealthy or famous or big and they have hardship, don't mock them, because remember they're human too, and they may have the extra struggle of thinking, but I worked so hard, or I have
我々が
these
幾
resources.
年も隠して
Can't
き
that
た
shield me?
強大な鎧を
No.
猛虎が探している
Sometimes
そう
it
です
cannot.
猛虎のことだ。よからぬことに使う気だろ
話によるとその鎧をつければ百姓も英雄になれるとか。
う。武士がつけるとどうなるのだろうな。
詳しいことを知りたければぜひ琵琶法師にお聞きください。赤島の近くにいるそうですよ。
Tale about armor.
猛虎を海の向こうに追い返してくださるぞ。
Let's see what we have. Quite a few things. Good old Kenji. I love Kenji's tales. Resume tale. That's for the Six Blades of Sojiro. Yuna. Sure. We passed her twice. So I feel bad. You know what? We actually have technique points to spend. I feel bad not assisting her because we've already bypassed her twice. So first off, I don't particularly care about this. I may have actually tried to do it earlier, honestly, and that would explain why it didn't work. Just completing the samurai trees. The mythic, these get completed when we complete mythic tales. Stances, they're too expensive. I think they require, oh yeah, that totally consumed our technique points. All right, cool, we will earn more. Let's find Yuna.
かと思えば、アキュードが猛虎に先を売りさばいてるらしい。
Because she was waiting for us. Near the entrance of Omugi Cove. There she is.
ジン、こっちだ。来い。
Sorry to keep you waiting.
政子殿、いつからいらっしゃるのです？
何、来たばかり
I'm
だ。
sorry, I've been
お
calling
休み
you
ください。
Wow.
休んでおる暇があるな
No.
ら犯人探しを続けたい。
Lady Masuko.
ここで大村という男を捕らえれば一歩進めるのだ。
Masuko.
形状に名が乗っておりましたな。
一族を殺した連中にブーを流しおった。
ではそやつを捕らえ、口を割らせましょう。
開けた場所は避けるぞ。こっちだ。大村はウムギへ向かうと聞いたが、いつかはわからん。だから待っておったのだ。ずっとな。ここは物見に良さそうだ。
大村とやらの人相は？
さあな。
So we're
もう
looking for the
20
one
年
who
も会って
supplied
おらん。
arms that helped
館に出入りしてい
annihilate
た
her
が
family.
盗みを働いてな。報酬が足りなかったからとケチまでつけおった。
なるほど。
無論嘘だ。今は黙って道を見張れ。
But he also
し
has
ば
a
らくここで
complaint.
過ごすやもしれぬぞ。
And I know Lady Masako is seeing the world through very tinted glasses right now.
政子殿、あれを。
Grief,
誰かこちらに来ます。
昔の
grief is
姿の
hard,
ままだ。
and sometimes
20
it
年前と
makes
変わっておらぬではないか。
息子らでしょう。
奴らも
discerning
組みしておる。
reality rationally challenging. You may be more guided by your emotions. So maybe she's telling the truth. Maybe there's a second side to the story.
どうせ自慢話だろ。
何を言うた？
忘れろ。ウムギで待ってる。
別れおった。
後をつけ様子を見ましょう。
お主には右を任せる。谷の道は狭い。
I've got a bad feeling for the fate that befalls the one to the left. Lady Masako doesn't have a good reputation, or track record rather, for being kind on people she feels were part of her family's massacre.
どうせ背びりに来るんだろうな。
Alright. Fortunately, we've kind of already been this way. Nothing. You hear nothing. I completely bypassed a swinging hook on that one.
父上、新家族の敵は撃っとる。足立のじじいも、その一族もこの世から消えた。
Oh, where is he?
兵は気に入らんようだが、あいつは足立家の集長何も覚えていないからな。
Alright, we gotta drop.
もうすぐ大金が手に入るんだ。奴らに奪われた金の1000倍以上だぞ。
That's weird. I think I've messed this up. Because I think he's gonna walk right to me. Trail the brother. Yeah. But I don't feel I was too far away at all.
いるなら出てこい。何の用だ。
Yeah. That was odd. I didn't feel I was too far away from him. But maybe I got a little ahead of myself. So yes, some missions are definitely stealth, and they're to help train you to use the... See, again. Trying to use the stealth mechanic. Because they want to invite you to use the tools, show you that they exist. Like, this isn't necessary for combat, but it is part of a narrative.
足が水浸しだ。まったくひどい道だな。
There he goes, which I feel like he's like, so far ahead, I should be playing catch-up, right? And where are you? Okay, so let's go ahead and... Ah, he was taking a respite then. Perhaps that is a shrine to his father.
もうすぐ大金が手に入るんだ。奴らに奪われた金の1000倍以上だぞ。
All right, now let's continue on.
自慢の子だろ？当然だよな。お前は何も分かってない。
I think we're keeping pace fairly well. That feels like we're meant to drop. More Pampas grass to help conceal us. And I think at this point we just be careful. Stay out of the water to not make noise. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That was a little bit of a control thing. I didn't mean to jump out that far. So it's kind of embarrassing that I'm failing on a stealth mission. Yeah, that's the controls are very helpful in combat, I'll say. Sometimes something that delicate where I'm just trying to traverse rocks, you can't just gracefully climb it. It's like this dramatic jump. Claims I'm losing sight of target. I've got him right in my vision.
足が水浸しだ。まったくひどい道だ。
And I do believe this is where he stops to visit a shrine for his father and boast.
父上、家族の仇は討ったぞ。足立のじじいも、その一族もこの世から。
He believes the clan is dead.
は気に入らんようだが、
He is in for a rude surprise.
もうすぐ大金が手に入るんだ。奴らに奪われた金の1000倍以上だぞ。
Definitely feels that the family was wronged, though. That Lady Moscow's clan cheated his father out of something. Now that doesn't justify murder, but this is a different time, a different place, and familial honor is something you can't put a price on. At least in this romanticized world. Yeah, drop. 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 At this point, I have to follow on ground. None of my controls were letting me disengage from that cliff, which is quite weird. Good news is we don't have to negotiate those strange rocks. We'll just go straight ahead. I feel like it used to play better, honestly. I could be wrong, but perhaps a recent patch kind of made this weird. I remember not having any issues of that sort.
おい、昔の話をいつまで引きずるんだ。
立ち去れなければ人を呼ぶぞ。
もういい、いらねえよ。
Onward he goes.
何様のつもりだ。ここは海だ。
So let's see if we can keep to the high ground, shall we? And yet keep close.
少し休めば疲れも取れるさ。
政子殿を探そう。
Ah, there's Lady Masako at ground level.
もう避けない敵も見つかるねや。
I'm looking for a way down that's not gonna super hurt. That's a start. Again, I'm so sorry, Lady Masako. You have a very potent story. I didn't mean to confuse you with Yuna earlier.
兄の方は犯人です。襲撃に関わっておるようでした。
ならば泥を吐かせるまで
これから雇い主に会うようです。
館の襲撃を命じたものかもな。
兄弟の会話を盗み聞きましょう。
行くぞ。
Yes, let's learn before we just execute.
俺は降りる。
今さらおじけづいたのか。
間違ってる。
足立のじじいの所業を忘れたのか。おかげで俺らは家を失い、父上は酒に逃げたんだぞ。
盗みをした罰だ。それに元から酒好きだった。
いいか。金が手に入れば、この島から逃げられるんだぞ。家族を連れて平和な本土へ行け。
早く済ませよう。
どこへ行く？
追いましょう。
鏡、奴らに見つかる。
We found a storyteller. We will revisit him later.
兄さんはよく正気でいられるな。子供のために。
俺は殺しちゃいない。ブグを流しただけだから。
畜生。
政子は生き延びたと聞いたぞ。
Not a fan of these guys.
あのババアに何ができる。
腹渡を引き抜いてやる。
抑えて。
And I know there's actually a serpentine terrain under me that you're supposed to be sneaking around. But as long as they weren't looking behind them, what's happening? This mission has changed a lot. Yeah, like that's the supplies were intended to be a strong cue. Hey, you're supposed to be moving around here. I remember completing this first time through with no issues. Yep. If they think they're going to be able to pay to get themselves off the island, it's not going to work.
お待たせして申し訳ない。どっちが大村か答えろ。なあ、俺ですよ。それで金はここにある。
おのれ、私の獲物を。
Oh, okay. We're doing this then. And we lost him from that strike because I could have sworn he was not prepping one. Archer. No. And a spearman. Break his stance.
そう。
私は賊のムクロを調べてみます。
No letter on them. Let's search these bandits.
フミだ。
Ah. You're to meet a man named Omura in Umagi Cove. He means to blackmail me. Kill him. I'm moving funds from Kushi and will pay you upon successful completion. Sounds like someone else was behind it. They did just supply arms after all. Interesting.
これは宿で見つけた形状と同じ家紋だぞ。
罠でしたな。襲撃の黒幕が大村の口を封じたのでしょう。
正体を隠すは小物がすること。
文を読むに金に困っておった様子です。
裕福な僧侶ではないのだ。
僧侶ですらないか。
つまり黒幕は武士ではないというのか。
家を起こそうと企てておるのやも。
金などのために足立家を襲ったということか。かような謀略を企む者は数が知れておる。ならばこちらは調べる相手を絞る。
まずはお休みを。
このままではお体が。
この手で黒幕を葬るまでは休んでなどおれぬわ。他の犯人は有明におる。折を見て来てくれ。
Another step in Yuna's tale. Something interesting about the way they handle the game is if you encounter things out of sequence, it's okay. It will let you play a later step in her tale and go back and play the earlier part when you encounter it ordinarily. And somehow, the way they wrote it all, it just makes sense. Like, let's go into journal, tales, so 7 of 9, right? That's something we can do. 6 of 9. Completed tales. It doesn't tell me the number. Okay, the Fool, 5 of 9. So if there's 4 of 9 out here, it let us skip it without issue. Yeah, 3 of 9. The Husband. So we haven't done this, even though it's earlier in her narrative. But because it's open world, it lets you actually not commit to that. Yeah, let's go with a mythic tale. Spirit of Yarikawa's Vengeance. We saw that last time. We knew that statue, so I think we'll do that next. I just thought I'd point out that interesting fact that the game doesn't put you on a railroad. Even the tales that have sequences, you can do out of sequence, and I think that's lovely. Only the true main quest line for Jin Sakai has any real railroading situation as far as I know. So since I've committed to that, let's not I don't want to drag you all the way over the world. We'll do some fast traveling to save some riding today, because we want to do story. Some days I do. I'll just go ride and find out what's out there. But today I promised narrative. Catharsis. That was an intense situation where Lady Masuko was hunting the arms dealers who supplied those who killed her family, only to learn that they themselves were being duped. So who's behind it? Why do they need money? What are their intentions? Who would want to harm her family, and why would they try to destroy it so completely? Much to learn, much to explore, and here, we've seen these before. I still haven't looked up who this is. I've got this horrible feeling that I absolutely should know. Basically. Little birdie is trying to show us someplace else. But there's something about this space.
生き延びような。
Dismount, because this is not healthy for our friend Sora. There we go. There's our roll. Got to work that time. Where'd you go? There you are. Find the musician in Yarikawa.
こんなことをするのは槍川の怨霊に違いねえ。
Yarikawa's
お気を
Vengence.
つけくだされ。元槍川は危うい死でございます。
Is it?
何があった？
街道を歩いていたら悲鳴が聞こえまして、駆けつけた時にはこのありさまで。
果たし合いのようだが。
いいえ、小や面を切ったのは槍川の怨霊です。
怨霊？
あなたも聞いたことはおありでしょう。古史方より槍川武者は代々に対馬無類の剣士と言えり、槍川家でもただ一人僧侶にのみ授けたる秘伝の技こそ人呼んで憤怒の舞、いかなる守りも貫けり。憤怒の舞の第一の達人こそ槍川島の時より公。民これをしたえども、公は志村の勢いを妬めり、修行を取り戻さんとて公は志村に謀反してあまたの武者が相発る。志村の父も弟どもも槍川秘伝の憤怒の舞に倒さるる。なれど堺の助くれば志村乱を鎮め、時より公を滅ぼせり。末後の息で時より公、苔の下よりよみがえり、志村を討たんとキス。いまだ元槍川の社には時より公への捧げ物絶えざる。民が願うは志村の死。時より公の怨霊は
Kind of a death
憤
note
怒の
situation
舞
here,
にて
honestly, where
受
people
け
can
た
leave
も。
messages. And maybe the spirit of Yarikawa will come and seek
怨
vengeance.
霊が人を殺したとでも言いたいのか？
この者らは客を騙し儲けを得ていた商
So
人。
interesting. I
恨みの買ってお
love
り
the
ましょう。
stories in this game.
誰かが死を願ったと？
怨霊を祀る社に供物が満たされた時、報復の血が流れる
I
と
also
言います。
apologize. I don't have arm tracking on my
怨
little
霊に祈り
avatar
が
here.
届くように
So
槍川で
me
は
taking a sip
藁
of
や
water
花
must
び
have
らを
looked
燃
really
やして
weird.
煙を立てるはず。それが目印になりましょう。
Might break the face tracking, you know? So yeah, this is something we need to investigate. There is
お気をつけて。槍川の民は堺家への恨みを忘れてはおりません。
昔の話であろ
あなたにとっては。
so before engaging, there's a few things about this. The fact that I love the delivery, the artistic delivery of the tale and the narrative of how this character of Yarikawa became a mythical being in this space, part of the folklore. And I love the idea there's another fox den over there, which we'll get back to. But I love the idea of the participation in that too, where the locals believe in it enough, and they have people that they hate or are envious enough or jealous enough that they will leave notes in hopes that harm will come to them. So, not that I support that, but I just love that this world exists in this game, where not only are these tales just told and people are like, oh yeah, well that's a tale, but unlike some of the others where it's just a legend and we find the armor that actually is legendary or whatever, the local folks are very much living in this world. They exist in this universe and they're participating in the folk tales and the lore that's close to them. So, none of this would happen if people weren't leaving these notes. That's pretty direct. Pretty direct indeed. A strong accusation.
太郎は裏切り者です。近くの野営にいるので息の根を止めてください。流民の野営のことだ。
Wait, which way are we going? Yeah, new direction. See if we can get to the survivor camp first and protect him.
酒井様、何かご用ですか？
平太郎はおるか？
ここに。
何者かがお主を殺すよう怨霊に願ったようだ。
どうして俺を？
もうこの患者だからさ。毎晩行き先も言わずに姿を消すんです。
それは思い違いだ。
猛虎に通じておるなら情けはかけぬぞ。
滅相もありません。わけを聞いてください。
白状させてくださいよ。
ここではお話できません。あちらへ。
All right. I think it's fair to hear him out. After you. I think we know who wrote that note back there.
怨霊のことで思い悩むな。ことによっては切られるのだぞ。
怨霊は生きとります。
どういうことだ？
以前道で賊に襲われた時、怨霊に助けてもらったんです。
Are we safe yet? I mean, where are you taking me?
毎晩ここに来ていました。
墓？誰のものだ？
藤次郎のものです。俺のあれでして。こいつの家族が野営におるので、うまい言い訳が見つからなかったんです。
合点が言った。だが野営の者は特進がいかぬだろう。離れた方が良い。
どこに行けば？
The Golden Temple, perhaps?
有明に行けばよい。さあ、すぐに立て。
Yeah, someone seeks vengeance, so he needs to be gone. Where else might someone be burning incense and white smoke to invoke the attention of Yarikawa's wrath? Yarikawa's wrath. Goodness. That is more fog than smoke to me, I think. But it's worth investigating. Perhaps a higher vantage point. I have to admit, this mission was a little bit troublesome the first few times I played it because of the smoke. Just finding it could be that I just don't see that well, or it could be that the draw distance for the smoke is limited. So you can't get to a point like this and be able to spot it. You just kind of have to wander. And of course, if you're speedrunning it or you're less interested in the tales, then you can look up a guide online or something, but that's not really... That's not what I think... That's not how I played the game. My preferred method is just the exploration. I think I see the smoke. Because I am learning about, this ruined village up here I didn't know was there. You find things, you see things. It contextualizes the universe you're playing in. And I have played where I just never fast traveled. I rode everywhere because there was always something to look at. Even if I cleared the area, just the environment was good for my
怨
mental
霊に当てて
well-being.
誰かが文を残したな。